All right, number 4 and 5. This is radicals. And with radicals, I have a method of doing it that's different than pretty much anywhere else, yeah? All right, I call it upside down division. Okay? But it works really well. Yeah?
For a lot of
Okay. All right, so 175R. That's what I start with. I'm going to use this upside down division. And what it is prime factory. I'm going to use my 2s, my 3s, my 5s, my 7s, my 11s, my 13s, and so on. They're all prime numbers. Numbers that can't be divided by anything but themselves. Right? And I'm going to break these things down using those primes. Okay? So I'm going to start with the first thing is pulling out the letter. Get rid of the letter first. Okay? Then that will bring out, okay, now I got just a number. Okay? Right? Alright, now I'm going to pull out, I'm going to look at a 2. Is a 2 go into 175? No. No. The trick for 2 is it even? Well, 5 is not even, so 75 is not even. Okay. Next, a 3. Will the 3 go into it? How do we know? What do we know the trick for 3? Richard, do you know the trick for 3? What about you, Kat? You know the trick for 3?
No.
You know the trick for 3?
Like you add 1, 7, and 5, which equals 13, but there's no 13 in.
That's right. 1, 7, and 5 you add up, and that's 13, right? And then 3 doesn't go into 13. And like what my daughter taught her school today, or yesterday, actually, she was so proud. Came home, she's just, I got to teach them the 3 trick. And she takes it a step further. She said, then you take the 13 and you add it. And you say, well, what's Risa? What's 1 and 3? Well, what's 1 plus 3? 4. And if it's not 3, 6, or 9, then it's not divisible by 3. Does that make sense? Okay. So we know 3 doesn't work. So we move to the next one. And what's the trick for 5? 5 and 0, right? If it ends in a 5 or a 0, then it's divisible by 5. So we know this is divisible by 5. And then this is where I use what's called short. You guys paying attention? Because I'm really trying to teach you.
Yeah.
Check. Alright, so I'm trying to teach a short division. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense if you're not paying attention all the way through. So 5 goes into 17 how many times? 3. 3.
Oh.
3 times. And how many left over? 2. So I put the 2, I'll put it right there. Right? And the 2 is telling me 25. And this is what I call short division. Okay? Short meaning I don't have to go to the side and go 1, 7, 5, divided by 5, carry the 2, all that, right? I can do it right here. And then what's 5 go into 25? 5 times. And then, oh, well then 5 goes into this, right? 7 times. Does 5 go into 7? Not nicely, right? So then we move to the next number, 7. 7 goes into 7? Once. When you get to 1, you're done. Okay? So then, alright, we have to remember that when there's nothing showing here, there's actually a little tiny 2. And what we're doing with that 2 is we're trading. We're trading 2 pieces on the inside to take 1 out. So I'm saying, hey, I can take these 2 pieces and I can take 1 out of there. But anything that is not circled stays in the radical. So in this case, 7 and R stay in the radical, and 5 comes out. And that's how you break it down. Okay? Every single time it works. So now we're going to try 28R4. Alright, 28
Oh,
R4. Now I'm going to pull out the R. Then I'm left with 28 R3. I pull out the R. I'm left with 28 R2. I pull out the R. I'm left with 28 R. I pull out the R. I'm left with
24.
28. Right? Then I'm going to pull out a 2. 2 goes into 2 once with nothing left over. So it's just 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 goes into 14 7 times. And 7 goes into there once. Now I circle the pairs. Here's a pair. Here's a pair. Here's a pair. So there's an R, another R, and a 2 that go outside of the box. So 2 times R. And then the one that's left in the radical is the only one not circled, 7.
Is that a 0?
Okay? Now,
No,
0.
it's not. What is it?
Okay? So then think, R and R is,
Yeah.
what's it?
What is that on just 28?
And
It's like a
Oh yeah, that's a little 0. So 2 went into 2 once with none left over. That's what that 0 was from.
okay, so all we're doing is just trying to get a pair and see what's left over?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pulling out one of the pairs,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Okay, I get it now.
Good.
hey, I forgot I had it on